Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Now for me, Aaron Studios was the winner of Sideshow Con. They brought a lot of things that we have seen before, but the display was amazing. And they had things for Marvel, for DC, and some other licenses, and it looked great. Now in this video, I want to talk about two pieces that caught my attention there. These are 1/10 scale, based on the Batman 1966 TV series, a Batman and a Joker on swordboards. It looks great, so I want to talk about him. Also want to talk about a Tom and Jerry 1/3 scale that is available at the website for pre-order. It was not there at the show, but I want to talk about that too. The good and the bad, what I like, what I don't like, and ultimately let you know if you need to add them to your collection or not. So in the next couple of minutes, stay tuned. Alright guys, I'm here at the Aaron Studios website, and I will have the link in the description for those who are interested, and they already have for sale a lot of the stuff that was showcased at Sideshow Con. But we're gonna concentrate on these, on the Batman and the Joker and Tom and Jerry. So let's start with Batman. Let's start with this one. And as you can see, this is a Batman Deluxe, R-Scale 1/10, Batman 66. And you can choose the payment plan up to 5 payments. Let's read the description. It says, licensed Batman 66, features limited edition. There's no edition size, but according to this, is limited. Based on original TV series references, made in polystone, hand painted. Now the product dimensions 8.2 inches, which is a standard for the 1/10, and the width is 4.7 inches. Now the product weight is 1.4 pounds. And this is going to release on the second quarter of 2021. So now let's look at the pictures. This is something that I was not really expecting. I don't think anyone was expecting, but I'm so glad they're producing. It looks great. I really love it. In this case, the depiction is very spot on. I really love even the shorts. It's cool. I really love the pretty much the texture. And this actually, when you look at it, and I was looking at the video at the con, it seems that it is cloth, but it's actually sculpted, and they did a terrific job on everything on this pants. Everything is sculpted here. There's no mixed media here, and that looks great. And of course, it's going to take some real estate because of the board, how you want to display it, but man, it's very photogenic, to be honest with you. And I would say that this is not for everyone. If you're not really into the 1/10 scale, definitely this is not for you. If you're not into the show, it is not for you. But if you grew up like I did watching this TV show, definitely this has a lot of appeal. And I love that water effect. I think it's translucent right there. You can see through. That's very nice. And this is, this is mostly a standalone thing. And now that Aaron Studios is tackling these, I don't know how they're going to do in the future. If they're going to do more, I'm guessing that if this do well, they're going to produce more statues based on the TV show, which is nice. But again, look at the pants close. As you can see, all that. It looks great. Even the wrinkles there look great. They did a really nice job with it. The paint job is very clean. That's very nice. Look at those boots. Nice color, nice paint. Even the bat logo on that swordboard, that looks great. Love the paint job here. As you can see, there's some different shades in there. So it's not all one, color. It's just different variations there. And that's a nice paint job for sure. Look at the water effect, the clear resin there. That looks great. Love that base, to be honest with you. This is a very, very cool piece. And these pictures are nice. I love this picture, actually. This is very nice. Love it. Really love it. Love the Adam West look. It's spot on. It looks like Adam West for sure. And here is Cesar Romero right there, right next to it. I saw some people complain about Cesar Romero, complain about these pieces. There's always going to be people that they don't like these kind of things. They want something more like, I don't know, dark and gritty. In my opinion, and this were far from dark and gritty, but growing up watching this TV show was a highlight for all of us, for me, for my generation. So I really appreciate that. And as you can see, this is the 1/10 scale here, but it's not small or short, and it's particularly with that base, with that board. He's long, so it's 12 centimeters. It's 4.7 inches in length, and of course 8.2 inches in height. So it's a standard 1/10 scale, but it looks terrific. Now we're looking at the Joker, and this again, this is also the same price, $149.99. You can choose the payment plan, pay in full, and it's the same thing. Features limited edition, based on original TV series references, made in polished stone. It's hand painted. The dimensions is 9 inches in height, 10.6 inches in width, and 6.6 inches in length. It seems to be longer for some reason than the other one. But now the product weight is 1.3 pounds, and it releases in the second quarter of 2021. So now let's look at the pictures. I love the colors here. The depiction is spot on. I saw the video. You know, the quality of the video that Sideshow was really doing with the stream wasn't that great. They were using a phone, if I'm not mistaken. That's what it seemed like, you know, based on the quality of the video. But so you kind of miss some of the detail, and there were some other pictures out there. The pictures weren't that good. There were some good pictures and some not so good, and people always base their opinion on pictures. And to me, well, although I love pictures, I love the depiction, and I understand that when you have these videos, you're going to lose some resolution, particularly when you're live streaming. But to me, it looks great. It looks like him. You know, it's totally him. And as you can see, the colors are nice, the paint job is nice. It has technically the same type of base with the water and the sword board, but this one has a Joker on top, which is nice. Love the detail there. Of course, he's extending his legs, so that probably that's where they pretty much measure a longer distance. Maybe they measure it from this point, from the tip of the sword board all the way to his hand, and that's how they determine pretty much the dimension in regards to the length. But in any case, love that. Love the smile. They even account for the mustache that he had, that he never pretty much shaved. That's pretty cool. Love the colors they use. His eyes. It's Cesar Romero. I don't know why people were saying that he didn't look like it. It looks like him. You know, it is him. And as you can see, those pants. Love the detail. The wrinkles in the pants, fantastic job with these, and love the green that they used there on the sword board as well. And again, here's the Joker. Batman, you know, of course, has the Bat logo. That's super cool. Love this. Man, love that. The water. This is a nice little piece. And I think for $150, that's definitely a steal in comparison to other pieces. Yeah, you can go for the 1/6 scale with Tudor head. That's larger, unless you're really committed to collect everything for this TV show. Then definitely go for that, the larger pieces, if your collection is only that. But if you want something smaller, something that you can put on a bookshelf, something that you just want to have in a little corner, these pieces are amazing, I think, at this scale. And they're not that small, you know, if you really come to think about the surfboard. But look at that. That's him for sure. Nice detail, nice paint job next to each other. I think that's going to be the best thing when you display them. You have to display them together. That looks great. Definitely, I really love it. Here are the dimensions, the weight. It is a very nice looking piece. All right, now we're looking at Tom and Jerry Prime Scale 1/3. This is $149.99. You can choose the payment plan, up to 5 payments, or pay in full. Now, I want to point this out because a lot of people were amazed by the price point. They're saying, wow, $149.99 for a 1/3 scale. They're thinking that this piece is going to be huge. It is not huge. Although it is a 1/3 scale, you need to keep in mind that these characters are very small in the cartoons. So it is tiny. This is not bigger or larger than a 1/10 scale. So yes, that's the reason why the price point is the same as the 1/10 scale pieces that we just saw. Keep in mind that when they price things, normally the factories and all this is factored into the price that you pay in the end. They pretty much take in consideration the dimensions more than the scale. The dimensions are what really dictates the price. So just keep that in mind. But we're going to look at the pictures in a moment. We're going to read the description first. It says right here, they form one of the pairs of rivals and sometimes dearest and most famous friends of cartoons of all time, causing their characteristic mess and chaos wherever they go, chasing each other amid explosions, mousetraps, cheeses, and traps. It's stunning. Aaron Studios proudly presents Tom and Jerry Prime Scale 1/3 with the beloved cat and mouse in yet another iconic work, where Tom with a big wooden hammer tries, always without success, to catch the light Jerry flying by jet in a rocket. Created by the legendary duo William Hanna and Joseph Barbera for Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, they amuse us from 1940 until today. With their eternal rivalry, sometimes allies, the Cat Tom and the Mouse Jerry are protagonists of cartoons and shorts and feature films, games, comics, etc. Success all over the world. Tom and Jerry Prime Scale 1/3, licensed Tom and Jerry, and features is limited edition, made in polished stone, hand painted. Now the dimensions, here is the kicker, is 7.8 inches in height. So this is not even larger or taller than the two pieces that we just saw. 6.6 inches in width and 8.2 inches in length. It is a 1/3 scale, but it's a very small 1/3 scale. Product weight is 1.3 pounds, so it weighs the same as the Joker. And of course, you can have to pay in this case the deposit, which is 10%, all of that. So this is cool. So now let's look at the pictures. I really love these characters. Growing up, watching this cartoon was a highlight for me. I think for a lot of kids of my generation. And I think until now, people still enjoy these cartoons. Hanna-Barbera, iconic characters. But Tom and Jerry probably was one of the ones that started it all for in this case for Hanna-Barbera, but one of the most iconic of all times. But love the detail. Look at that with the big hammer, the big mace. It looks great. Man, love that. The cheese. This is a very fun piece. And we have seen Tom and Jerry statues in the past from other companies. Warner Brothers, for example, did a few. But in my opinion, Iron Studios is really doing a fantastic job in recreating this. It's a nice scene. I want to see more of these. I want to see more Hanna-Barbera characters being portrayed. And hopefully Iron Studios get, this does well, so that way they can really produce more of those Hanna-Barbera stuff. I would like to see more stuff for the Looney Tunes. I would like to see more stuff for the Flintstones, or the Jetstones, things like that. Those were the cartoons that I grew up watching. But man, this looks great. Love the detail. It's very cartoony. Even the smoke, all of that is cartoony. It's a very fun piece. From every angle, love that. It doesn't need any light ups. It doesn't need any of that. I think it's a good price for these. Look at that. Nice angle, nice paint job. Really love that. I would say maybe with the eyes, maybe the paint is not as clean. If you come closer, maybe we can see a picture in just a moment where I can point that out. But of course, this is just the prototype. But man, they did a great job overall. Love that. Love the whole thing, the concept. The mousetrap, the cheese. I think this is a baseball bat, if I'm not mistaken. But, the destruction they're causing everywhere is cool. Very nice looking piece. As you can see, what I was pointing with the eyes, some of that, it's not super clean. But it's just you have to really be so close to look at it. And which, in the end, it's how it comes from the factory. You're going to have some imperfections. As you can see right there, like I was saying, the lines, because this is a small piece, even though it says 1/3, again, this is small, so the line is not really well delineated, but it's there, you see it. It's just the prototype again. But man, love the whole thing. Even the whiskers there, I don't know how they're gonna do that. I don't know if it's gonna be polystone, which I doubt, but those whiskers are nice. Man, this is a nice piece. Really like it. This is definitely one that I'm gonna get for myself. Really love it. Really love the whole concept. Love the pictures. Love the everything they did just to sell it. It looks great. Oh, this is a nice close-up with Jerry. That looks great. Another angle. So they have a bunch of pictures, and this is the one that like I was telling you, this is pretty much gives you the reference. This is small. Yeah, if you go for the scale, you're gonna be deceived. This is small. Look at that. This is not bigger than the 1/10 scale pieces that we had. There are 1/10 pieces that are larger than these. But keep in mind that Tom and Jerry were always very tiny characters, even in the cartoons. He's a small cat, and that's a small mouse. So yeah, it is a reference of 1/3 based on that, but that doesn't mean dimension-wise that is a large piece. So yes, the price is fair because of the dimensions. Well guys, there you have it. I would say that Iron Studios is a company that I really admire. Even though they have shortcomings like every other company, I admire their desire to really push in different directions with those licenses. We live in a time where it's so easy for a lot of these companies to really go with the proven formula. It's the easy way to make money. You can go with the MCU stuff, with the DC, with Marvel, Star Wars. You sell those products because they're popular. They sell well. But there are other licenses out there that are very important. They're iconic, like, for example, Tom and Jerry and all the Hanna-Barbera licenses. They're iconic for a lot of us that grew up watching these cartoons. For those who grew up watching the TV series, in this case, like Batman 66 and so many other series, we love these characters. They're important to us. We want it immortalized in stone. And I feel that this is an option, and Iron Studios is really catering to that. And that, to me, is a good thing. Whether they continue on, whether they become popular, it's a matter of another day. We don't know how they're going to sell. But in my opinion, if people are talking, even young people that didn't grow up watching these TV shows or cartoons, if they're talking about them, then that's a good sign. So I'm glad for that. But what is your opinion? What do you think? Do you like these? Are you going to pre-order them? Are you going to skip them? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless. Take care. And I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.